The accent.
The most shocking thing was daylight savings.
Casual dressing.
What I learned from the summer orientation were the CCIP 3 values: education, community, and understanding, and how to adapt to new cultures.
Summer orientation prepared me for how to live in the US and how to adopt its culture.
Business math. The class that was most helpful for me professionally is Principles of Business, because it has a combination of learning how to be an entrepreneur and managing small business.
The project that was most important to me was my research project on hotels and how they operate in Asia. With new concepts and ideas, I discovered their differences on a global level.
As an intern, I worked in the Greater Miami Convention and Visitor Bureau. I was highly involved with the Art Winwood International Contemporary Fair in Midtown Miami.
As an intern, I worked at Free to Succeed organization, where I was Executive Administrative Assistant, working directly with the Executive Director on specific duties to facilitate a seamless operation at the executive level.
One thing I plan to take away from my experience as volunteer with Martin Luther King Day of Service event is love for humanity. In honor of Martin Luther King, thousands of volunteers donate their time to make a difference.
One thing I took away from my experience as a volunteer with Chapman Partnership, where we feed the homeless, is the joyous feeling of giving back to those less fortunate.
The community service that impacted me the most was Techo Collecta, because I had the opportunity to help people in Latin America's country with raising funds to earn a new home in their community.
The community service that impacted me the most was feeding South Florida Food Bank, because I could see the importance of each of us in the process, seeking the same goal of putting together 40,000 packages of food for the local community.
Personal development.
I engage myself in campus by volunteering at Single Stop, becoming a member of CAP, participation in a talent show, and studying in the library.
At my campus, I was involved in student life, the National Society of Hospitality in Minorities as the Vice President, and involved in the International Club as Treasurer.
I love the S3A events, the Sharks volleyball matches, and the Miami International Book Fair.
My favorite campus activity was the 9/11 Memorial, because the presentation included one of the actual heroes of the New York side that day, and he shared with us his experience at that time.
I have shared my culture with Americans in many ways, and the best platform was country presentations, where I was able to express my culture through PowerPoint presentation wearing traditional outfit of Pakistan.
I shared my culture with the community by sharing my food from India with fellow Miami-Dade college students during International Education Week, and I shared my culture in my hospitality courses.
The cultural program that impacted me the most was Christmas dinner, because we were together as a family, and as a non-Christian, I learned about and loved the Christmas carols and the gift exchange.
During International Education Week, I enjoyed seeing diversity of countries and culture.
During our group travel, I learned that Florida is an extremely touristic state in the US and is very multicultural with a lot of history.
I came from the excursion how the Florida government managed the historical sites and the tourist attractions, especially with St. Augustine and with Kennedy Space Center.
I gained knowledge about Florida's history and culture in San Agustin, science and technology in NASA, and business and entertainment in Disney World.
From the mid-year retreat in Arizona, I gained that it was a great opportunity to reflect, learn from, and meet others in the CCI program nationwide, including those from South Africa.
This team taught us how to expand our visions and the capacity to see the deeper meaning in ourselves, our world, and our mission.
This team has opened my eyes to realize everything around me and to be appreciative and content for what I have.
The U.S. Culture, Society and Institution class, to me, was an overview of American history, culture, and politics. I really loved learning about the presidential election and how each state impacts the outcome of the elections.
The CSI class gave me an opportunity to learn more about the United States. I learned about its cultural diversity, its government system, private and public sectors of USA, social institutions, and different lifestyles of the people.
Becoming a part of CSI class has provided me an opportunity to learn about various dimensions of US culture and society. My most favorite part of the class was when I learned about US pop music and Hollywood.
On behalf of the Community College Initiative Program at Miami-Dade College, we would like to thank President Eduardo Padron, the Miami-Dade College Board of Trustees, Dr. Orlando Montoya,
President Jose Vicente, President Lourdes Arosa, Dean Vanessa Bird, Dean Veronica Owls, and Anush McNamee.
Dr. Thyra Rothman and Christina Hyde, the Director and the Associate Director of the CCI program, respectively, at Northern Virginia Community College, Larita Hagar, the Program Officer at the Bureau of Educational and Cultural Affairs, and the U.S. Department of State. We really appreciate all of you for your contribution towards this great program. Thank you.